everything feels different. I see changes from the distance.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a bit of a different video. We are reacting to an individual called Andrew Tate, who's taken over social media in a way. He's come onto my timeline once on my reel, and ever since I watched this video, I cannot get rid of this guy off my reels. Wherever I swipe, wherever I look, it's some sort of Andrew Tate video. Have you heard of Andrew Tate? Do you know about him?
I'll be honest, I don't know who the hell this is. This is the first time for me. I'm actually interested in getting to know who he is and why he's blowing up and everything.
From the video I've seen, he's very opinionated, he's very strong with his beliefs, and I think maybe that's why people gravitated towards his contents. And this is an episode of a series called Grilling, where I believe the girl, Chian, she dates guys. Yeah, they see, you know, if there's a suitable match or not. So, yeah. So you ready to get into the video?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Money isn't real. If you know what you have, you don't have much. And once you reach a certain level of money, you don't even know what you have, and you certainly don't own what you have. Outside entities, which you may have a stake in, own what you have. People who have a lot of money understand. It's very difficult for me to even say how much money I have, but I can have anything I want, anytime I want.
Just like that, bam. Very straight to the point, very direct. He doesn't even know how much money he has, so I'm guessing he's got money tied up in different avenues. But yeah, I already get a gist of what kind of person he is. What's your thoughts just from that introduction?
Let's just continue watching and I'll give my thoughts.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm Andrew Tate the Third. I'm here because I was invited. Is that a good answer? That's fine. I was invited, so I thought I'd come along. Why not? There's already love in the universe. I've already found love. I found love with reality, my friend. I'm already in love. I'm in love with waking up every day.
Okay.
You know, there's people who are trying to stop me breathing and they've yet to succeed. I'm already in love. Life's great. I used to think that it was the man, and I was actually accurate, thinking that it was the man who was selling himself to the woman. But once you reach a certain level of achievement as a man, it's the woman who's trying to sell herself to you. Okay.
Did you get that, yeah? So he thinks normally...
When you reach a certain level, you don't have to sell yourself to women anymore.
Women chase you and trying to prove themselves. Fucking hell. Wow. Straight to the point with him.
I handled a bunch of difficult situations in my life. I'm not intimidated. Let's leave it at that. Let's see how it goes. I would say I'm pretty confident, yeah, overall. Yeah, I think confidence is born from adversity, right? Everything that doesn't kill you.
I can already tell I'm not going to like this guy.
You can already tell. He's going to have a lot to say. And you know what? Like, from the intro, she seems like a confident lady as well. So I wonder how these are going to clash in this video, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of clashing.
You makes you stronger.
Can Chian ask you whatever she likes?
Anything she likes. Find the most difficult question on the planet. Tell her to throw her question card away. Write a new one. I'm ready. Better be good. I better struggle, which is obviously impossible. So she should at least try to make me struggle.
As long as the woman obeys.
He's going to correct her. Not going to lie, his swag's on point. He dresses well.
He's got the money, of course he's going to. She looks paying, so...
They're both dressed well for this occasion.
Very nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hi.
That's really nice.
Thank you. Let's do two kisses. 1, 2.
Oh, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Andrew Tate. What's your name?
Andrew. Nice to meet you. Chian. Or Chian Reynolds, if you're doing something.
Chian Reynolds. We're going to do official.
Yeah.
Okay,
nice to meet you.
Cheers. I think she...
Not gonna lie, I feel like, even though I can already tell I don't like this guy, but I feel like he's got an aura about him, and I feel like when he's in the room, you can feel his presence as well. That's powerful. What I feel from him.
And you could feel it through the video.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, just from the
he
way he
carries
steps
himself really well. He's very well spoken, even though he says the most serious things in the world.
And you know what? A lot of girls will be attracted to that. In a nightclub,
yeah,
you walk like...
until they hear him talk.
She's an attractive woman. She's good looking.
All right.
Friendly demeanor. I can tell she thinks she knows things, so I look forward to correcting her. But that's usually how life works.
Finally, see? A man that makes an effort. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So she's feeling her swag, like she's feeling them. She's saying,
she's happy.
Yeah, she likes them from the first impression.
So finally a decent guy.
From the first impression.
Yeah? Okay, where are you from?
I'm American, but I lived in England for a long time. I lived in a very prestigious part of the UK. I don't know if you've ever heard of Luton.
Luton.
Prestigious.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 1.
Luton. Okay. Was not expecting
not
that.
Not going to say nothing.
So I was in Luton for a while, and now I live in Europe, so I've just come in. Yeah.
Okay, because your accent, it's like really different, isn't it?
It's pretty mixed up. I'm like a street dog, my dear. I've been here, I've been there. Half American, half English, half Luton, half everything else.
A bit of a mix.
Bit of a mix.
That's cool. So how did you get here today?
I flew in this morning.
Flew in. It's different. Something different.
Yeah. Jump on the jet.
You flew in on a jet. Who is this guy?
So he's balling. Like,
Yeah, he made it known. I flew in on the jet.
Thing is, it didn't sound like he wanted to say it, but then she pushed it a little bit, and he just said, "Yeah." He just dropped it in there like a little gem. A jet, you know? Yeah, fucking hell.
Hi.
What about you? You have a mix, no?
Yeah, my family, we're Caribbean and English.
So the Caribbean side's the crazy side, or
No.
the English side's the crazy side.
I'd say the Caribbean's the fun side. You know, a
Fun
bit of
side?
spice.
So you're fun and crazy.
Not crazy.
It's the beginning of the day. You can't lie.
Do I look like I'd lie to you?
Yes.
I'm not a liar, actually.
You're not a liar. Everything you tell me for the rest of this episode is going to be a complete truth.
Yeah.
Promise me. Say I promise.
I promise. No, I really promise.
We'll see.
He's already like getting her to say "I promise" rather than just a yes. He's already, in my opinion, inserting a bit
Controlling
of
her.
dominance
Yeah.
from early.
Honest thoughts and opinions.
We'll see. All right, we'll see.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Let me think of a lie. Give me a second.
No, you can't lie.
You have to tell the truth. I don't have to tell the truth.
Why?
We already agreed you're telling the truth. There's only one of us can tell the truth. One of us can lie.
That's not good stuff.
I'm a shoe salesman. I sell shoes,
Salesman.
socks, shoe accessories, polish, etc., etc.
Yeah?
Yeah, I sell shoes. Yeah.
Let's be good at it.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
I'm surviving. Sold 2 pairs of shoes yesterday. Life's good.
Okay, that's good. He's a liar. So tell me a bit about you, Andrew.
I'm not comfortable opening up too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, you know, you might work for John Law and the government.
No.
I have to be careful what I say.
Oh, so it's not commitment issues.
It's not commitment issues. It's
You
more
sure?
just like legality issues.
Oh,
Bit paranoid. He doesn't like opening up. Holds back.
Before he came into this room, he did say he's going to wind her up a little bit. So I don't know if it's part of his game or anything.
Maybe.
So I don't know. Maybe he is holding back. Maybe it's just part of his game. I'm not really sure. What do you think?
Keeping her on her toes, maybe.
Yeah.
okay.
I like to go to church. I'm a man of God. Play Scrabble.
Do you have faith?
Okay, this is good. This is an interesting conversation that we can have on camera, which is.
I'd say my personal journey with God is between me and God. So I'm not one of those people that it's like, yes, I go to church, or yes, I do this.
Don't you think that's a bit like lazy Christianity?
Ooh.
No, not really, because for me, I believe in love and I believe in faith, and I don't think it's just one religion that you need to follow. You know, I've got friends that are Muslim.
I agree.
I've got friends that are Christian. You know, I've got friends that are spiritual, so I don't put myself in one category.
I understand and I respect that completely, but don't you think out of respect for God himself, whether you're in Dubai and you go to the mosque or you're in England, you go to the church, you should get up early on a Sunday, despite all the booze, and get up and take an hour out of your life and just show some respect? Don't you
No,
agree?
because everyone's journey with God is personal.
You can be a lazy spiritualist, a lazy Christian, you can be a lazy kickboxer, right? I'm a kickboxer, but I don't train. Okay, bro.
What's your thoughts on that? Obviously, without getting too deep into religion, like, do you feel like, yeah, everyone has a...
I agree with her. Everyone's journey is different. No one can ever judge anyone saying, oh, you know, you don't do this, so, you know, therefore you're not religious or anything. So I'm Muslim, I don't wear
Listen, I'm not gonna.
Does that mean I'm not religious? So
No, I hear
don't
you.
know.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I understand. You're lazy. It's okay.
I'm not lazy.
Called her lazy off the bat.
That's good. Do you get up early on a Sunday?
Completely.
That's good.
Every single Sunday. Of course.
That's amazing.
And I think that being religious is a beautiful thing, and I think that a lot of people try and say they're spiritual or they're religious in a way, copping out on the 1 hour a week. It just feels a bit lazy to me. I think you can always find an hour a week.
Yeah. No, you definitely could.
So maybe God sent me here to make you go to church.
Maybe you're here to enlighten me.
Maybe that's why, yeah.
Yeah? What kind of man are you?
What's the spectrum? I need you to quantify it for me. Who's at the bottom and who's at the top?
For me, I'd just say top, like a high value man.
What would you say constitutes a high value man?
A high value man is someone that is successful
Okay.
financially.
Okay.
I'd say it's someone that's got a lot of integrity and good morals, that is very well respected, is very sure of himself, but also is a very family orientated man. That's, for me, a high value man.
Okay.
Do you agree with that as a female?
I think everyone's high value man is different.
Of course,
In my opinion, you don't have to be financially successful to be a high valued man. Like, you've got men that are, you know, have normal jobs, they're not financially successful, but they're still providing for the family, they still do what they can, working 3 jobs and everything. So I think everyone's perspective of that is very different. So
He had a little grin when she said about the being sure of yourself and the financial side. So
he's like, yep, that's me.
Yep, tick. Tick, tick.
That's me.
That's fine. I'm a high value man.
He's very sure of himself. Yeah, so what's a high value man for you?
Pretty much basically what you said. I think a high value man is a capable man. I think capability can be judged in many different ways. And capability is something which varies depending on the situation. You need a man who is capable of doing lots of different things that he doesn't do very often. You need a man who's capable of being violent when the time appears. Of course, you need a man who's capable of making money. You need a man who can kill somebody and hold a baby in the same day. You need a man with a very broad spectrum of qualities and assets and capabilities. And this is actually what the most difficult thing about being a man is. Most people, when I say most people, let me change that. Most females don't respect how difficult it is to become a high-value man. Because to become a high-value man, you need to have so many different qualities and so many different capabilities. It's a very difficult thing to do. You need to be funny and smart and charismatic and interesting with stories.
I agree with him on that to a level because, like, the way social media is at the moment, people are just flashing money, cars. In my opinion, a lot more males do that kind of stuff. And with that being said, I feel like in the social media world or the current life we are in order to be at the top in that world, you've got to have all these things. In my opinion,
Yeah,
it's very
but let's be honest as well. A lot of these people that are flashy, they don't really have these things. You know, they've shown that they live in this lavish lifestyle, but they're really not. They're just stunting.
And I know a lot of people like that as well, so yeah. I can definitely back that up.
Yeah.
And strong and rich with a nice car and a nice apartment. Whereas to be a high-value female, you need to be hot. If you're nice, it's a bonus, but it's not even that necessary.
I said you need to be hot in his American accent.
Hot?
Is that all he said? So there's a massive list for male, and then literally female is like, just needs to be hot.
So basically, his perception is a man needs to do everything, and a woman just needs to be good looking to get far in life. That's it. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
Interesting. I should be sitting at that table.
I would be very interesting to see your response to it.
That's it.
If you're a pretty female, even if you're a piece of shit person, you're going to get messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good-looking man who lives with his mother, you ain't getting any messages.
Not really.
I think so. I think that if you're a good-looking man and that's all you have going for you, I don't think you're going to succeed very well in life. I know there's very, very pretty girls who have nothing else going for them that manage to do very, very well.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
I'm okay at it.
But if you look at the chessboard, right, the queen gets to jump all over the board, and the king has to move one square at a time, and I think that's done very purposefully. If you go to Monaco and you see a yacht, and you see a man on that yacht, he had to work his entire life, and network his entire life, and get up early, and deal with stress, and tax problems, and police problems, and work his ass off to buy that boat. What did the girl have to do? The girl who's on that boat, the 19-year-old Ukrainian. Should you get a message on Instagram?
Ukrainian.
Why did you have to be Ukrainian? Just randomly, like, let me throw that in there.
So the man moves one square at a time and the queen just jumps on board. This is the point. Female beauty is extremely valuable.
The thing is, there's a difference between a high-value man and a high-value woman. For me, a high-value woman is what kind of mother is she? What kind of like compassion has she got? You know, has she got integrity? Has she got morals? Is she loyal? Like all these other qualities. But I feel like men base it on like just an aesthetic level.
I agree with you.
I agree with her in that sense. I think being a mother and being loving and stuff is very important.
Yeah.
If I meet a female, I would like her to be all those things, especially loyal. It's the most important thing for a female to be.
Are you loyal?
Mr. Loyal, man of God, we already talked about church. But the point is that to initially attract a mate, females, the most important thing for them is their looks, whereas a man, I think, is his status, and status is a far more varied spectrum than looks alone. Being good looking alone does not make you a high status male. To be a high status male, you need to have a bunch of things. Initially, if you're just pretty, you're going to get attention. Whereas a man, you need to have a bunch of things to just get attention. Do you understand? Do you agree with my point?
Not always. Listen, there's men that are funny that aren't that attractive that can get attention. It's like an energy thing.
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. I know what you're saying. They can get attention, but I don't think anyone would look at a funny guy who lives with his mom and call him a high-value male. Whereas if you get a really, really beautiful girl, even if she has nothing else going for her, she'd be considered high-value.
I would say high-value, no.
Yeah, we can disagree. That's fine.
Are you a good partner?
The best.
The best? What makes you the best?
Besides you and the police, I don't often answer questions.
Okay. He's definitely had a police interview in the past.
Yeah.
I don't like to answer open-ended questions because I feel like they're a trap.
Why?
Because when you speak a lot, it's how you end up getting trapped, right? It doesn't matter if it's a police interview or anything else. The more you talk, the worse. So I want you to be...
It's true. Sometimes they say less is more in conversations. It's a good point.
I feel like he's been in many situations in his life. I think he's got a lot of experience behind him, should we say?
Hence why he's a very
picky with what he says.
Yeah, he's calculated.
Yeah,
very
he's
calculated.
very calculated.
And everything.
Yeah.
Very specific with your parameters within the questioning, because that allows me to answer them in a way which makes me look the best.
I don't know, I feel like a very confident man that was very sure of himself would just answer.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I feel like you're just being calculated.
Okay, a very innocent man, would he just answer the police?
Yeah, if he's innocent.
Then you've never dealt with the police, my dear. That's not how it works.
No?
No, of course not.
But he's innocent.
Doesn't mean anything. Innocent and guilty in and of itself is a false paradigm. You have to understand that the world we live in, there is no black and white. There's no such thing. It's all a sliding scale. If they want to find you guilty, they'll find you guilty. I guarantee you sold something to a mate on eBay 7 years ago and didn't pay tax. Boom, you're going to jail. I'm enjoying this conversation, and I understand every point she's making, and I'm being deliberately abrasive. However, the truth is about the masculine and feminine dynamic is that females like men who are completely in charge and run their life exactly how they want, and they comply and bend to the man's wills and lifestyle. To come along to a woman and say, how do you want me to be so that you like me is a death sentence for the relationship. So that's how it works.
What kind of man do you want to be?
I want to be a man who lives true to himself, and a man who goes to sleep easy at night, and a man who knows that he's living true to his biological necessities and instincts, and tries his best not to hurt anybody, and leaves a positive impact on the world.
Are your actions congruent with your words? Yeah?
What else would they be?
I don't know. I don't know you, so that's why I'm
You don't
trying
know?
to get to know you.
Yeah, we're here to know each other. Of course they
Yeah.
are. Yeah, I'm a...
I feel like she still doesn't know him.
Yeah. Because he's holding back
I feel
a lot.
like he knows a lot about her, but she still knows nothing about him. Just all his theories.
But he's done that on purpose. It's the way
Yeah.
he's being calculated. Is he's getting all the information out
And giving
in
nothing back.
return giving minimal, but she's not realizing until it's already done.
I'm a positive man. I'm a positively inspirational and motivating person.
Okay, what do you do that's motivating?
I inspire people to tell the truth, I think.
Okay.
And I think a lot of men live in a world now today where they have to lie.
Do you think?
In fact, I would basically guarantee that 99% of men are lying at least 80% of the time.
Damn,
Really?
big
Are you
statement.
lying to me?
I try to be as truthful as possible at all times. There's no need to lie. My opinion.
Okay, that's a bit bold.
I think it's true because I think that
So men are liars.
men are liars. Women are correct, men are liars. Women wear makeup because men fall in love with what they see. And men lie because women fall in love with what they hear. Men are liars.
That's a big statement. So men fall in love with what they see, hence why
Which
women...
they do.
Well, he's saying that's why women wear makeup, and women fall in love with what they hear, so men lie. That's interesting saying. I've heard that before, but it's interesting.
It's funny because me and my friends were having this conversation, like literally nothing related to this, and then we were speaking in terms of like, you know, a man will tell a woman exactly what she wants to hear in order to get her. So he's telling her truth in some sense. This guy, he's got knowledge behind him, but I feel like his way of thinking about certain things is just very back-minded. But like I said, I don't know if he's doing it for the purpose of the show, because like I said, before he came into this room, he did say he's gonna, you know, mess around with her.
The clip I seen of him, he was like this, like, this is just how he is. So I think this is just him, regardless of him trying to mess around or trying to be, you know, annoy her. I feel like this is just how he is, regardless.
Because men are in constant competition with other men, and they have to find a way to be competitive, and the easiest way to be competitive is to lie. If you can sit there and convince a woman that you're rich because you bought her $100 or £100 meal, that's what you're going to do. It's a lot easier than becoming rich. And women believe it. And as long as women are stupid enough to believe it, men are dishonest enough to lie.
For me personally, I'm the type of woman that it's actions rather than words. I don't get like phased by...
Actions can be a lie. You think flowers can't be a lie? You think flowers, 25 pounds on a phone call to some dickhead who, delivery dude can't be a lie?
Look at, there's some like good men that wouldn't even enter the head that that's a lie. So I feel like everything you're doing is just very calculated.
Life is calculated. All men lie.
I feel like she's nervous, like, in a way where she knows he's just too on point, that she's feeling a bit, I don't know, she's closing up. Like, she was being very open at first, but now she's trying to be very cautious of what she says, and she's...
I feel like she's thinking, this guy is just very calculated. I feel like she's getting a bit annoyed by what he's saying.
Maybe
as
that's
well.
the reason.
Yeah.
I feel like she's closing up, because
Like,
he's not.
he's saying things like, you know, that a man, you need to have status, you need to have this, you need to have that. And she's like, what are you even talking about? I think she thinks he's deluded.
Probably.
In his way of thinking.
Probably.
I don't think she's closing down. I think she's just getting a bit, you know.
It's really not.
Men lie
like
because,
that,
life at the upper echelons, at the highest echelons of life is absolutely and utterly calculated. Every single man at the top echelon of life is a calculated man. You don't get there by accident.
Okay, so do you want to get to the top?
I'm already at the top echelon. And when you're at the top echelon of man, it's a very, very calculated process. You don't get there by accident. Nothing good in life happens on accident. When you say men don't lie because you believe in actions, I'm saying a lot of actions are lies.
Am I high-value women in your eyes?
You're very good looking, so I would say, yeah, absolutely. You're beautiful. You seem like a good person. You seem intelligent. You're not stupid. So I'd say you're a high-value woman, but your actions dictate that, right? The most important actions a woman can undertake is loyalty. Every man out here knows that disloyalty is the most disgusting thing a female could ever do to her man.
Facts.
But are you loyal?
Let's not pretend that male loyalty and female loyalty are the same thing.
But loyalty is loyalty.
But they're not the same thing, are they?
Why is it not?
Because men and women are not the same.
We are not the same. You are correct there.
Okay, so we agree.
No, but I'm not agreeing to people being dishonest, cheaters, liars. He's deluded.
Why do you think men and women are different?
Exactly what you said.
Me and Han would be best friends.
We carry children.
Correct.
You know, we nurture. We're, you know, compassionate, emotional beings.
Yep.
Men are very different.
I agree.
However, I don't think it's very fair for men to sit with the opinion that it's acceptable for men to cheat.
I didn't even say that, but I think if we, as intelligent, logical beings, as you are and as I am, if we agree that men and women are not the same, then our paradigms on how we enact in certain regards cannot be seen as the same.
So, if I'm with you,
Correct.
and I then cheat,
That's disgusting. I can't believe you even said that on YouTube. You see, you just said that on YouTube. I'm sorry to the...
That's fucking disgusting.
How can you say
How can you even say that? He's so disappointed.
The world, please don't listen to this.
no, but it happens.
No, it doesn't
it does.
happen. No,
People
no, no.
cheat.
Please don't say this on YouTube. You're going to corrupt the youth. I'm sorry for her. I'll pray for her. She seems like you said. Women can't do that.
Women can't do that, so it's a double standard.
It's a double standard. But life is full of double standards.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that any, like, listen, regardless with your philosophies and everything that you keep through.
It's not my philosophies.
No, but I'm saying, okay, life is full of double standards.
Correct.
I understand that. But in a relationship,
Correct.
it's a partnership.
Yes.
Right. You and me, we're together.
Since when?
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you're trying to build a partnership and a life with someone,
Yeah.
the end goal is you two together.
Agreed.
I agree with that. I think that's a nice and clear direction.
So why cheat?
I know. I understand where you're coming from. My point is that relationships and life is full of double standards as a whole. A man's going to pay for everything everywhere you go, right? It's his duty as a man. Do you agree?
No, I do like traditional.
Okay, so you agree. So you're traditional, right? So if you want to talk about traditional, let's talk about tradition. Every single man since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. Every single king, every single emperor, every single sultan, every single conqueror since the dawn of human time had more than one woman. All of them. Every single one. Read a history book. Read the Bible. It's all in there. The Quran, all of it. You want to talk about tradition, it's all there. The only reason your mind is different, the only reason you believe differently is because of society. Society's come along and told you so.
Yeah, but society, we can change. Like the world of...
He is referring back to history, but in history, there were, even in the Quran, the man is treating all his wives equally. In this generation, you've got a man cheating on the woman, and then he's forgetting about his, wife at home or whatever. He's not treating them equally, so it's not the same.
evolves, things change.
The world evolves, yeah, that's right. Now men cut their dicks off and their chicks. You believe in this shit? You believe in any of this crap? It's all a lie.
I feel like life's about choices.
Life is about choices, correct. My point is this. If I had a woman, I would decide not to cheat because I decide. However, I would not see my infidelity as nearly anywhere near even 1% as disgusting as female infidelity, because female infidelity involves emotion. You will not sleep with a man you don't like. I can sleep with a woman I don't like. It's a completely different thing. I can be head over heels in love with a woman, ready to die for her, ready to take a bullet for her, protect her, give her all the money in the world, make sure she has a beautiful family, a nice big house, all of it. And I'll still f that bitch. A woman...
So he's saying when a man sleeps with a woman, there's
It's
no
nothing,
emotion.
yeah.
He could bang a girl just for nothing. But when a girl sleeps with a man, there's a lot more strings attached to that.
I agree with that because naturally women are more emotional, we're more caring and everything. Men, they go for looks and everything. So I agree with him in that sense in terms of for a woman to cheat, something must have happened in a relationship in order for her to look elsewhere. But for a man to cheat, he's just thinking, oh, no, let me just do a one night stand with this girl and not,
That's literally what he's saying, yeah, spot on.
Not saying that is right, but that's just
In terms
the way
of like
it is.
the way
yeah.
men and women are,
Yeah.
very different in that sense.
Won't do that. So don't lie to me and pretend. No, you won't. Any woman who will sit here and say, I can f dudes and not care about them is fundamentally broken. Her soul is broken.
Her soul's broken then, but she's still doing it.
Well, if she's broken, she ain't anywhere near me. I don't want no broken bitch near me.
I'm definitely sure women would cheat on you.
You think so? Well, those are the kind of women I will not associate with. Females shouldn't even want to cheat. And the reason women can't cheat is because there's no way to ensure paternity if a female's cheating. Modern science in and of itself, just because you can now find out who the dad is, doesn't undo 5,000 years of human evolution in which a female had to be loyal to one man so he knew exactly who the father was. If a man has multiple partners, you know who the mother is, you know who the father is. If a woman has multiple partners, nobody knows who the dad is, nobody wants to look after the kid, and a woman with a child without a father or without a man around in the ancient world was toast.
He talks a lot of nothing.
I would never ever be with a girl who cheats on me, and I would never ever.
You can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Of course I can.
No, you can't. Like, because
I like when he randomly starts shouting. I think it's quite
Yeah,
funny.
he's very loud.
Yeah.
He wants to get his point across.
Oh, and he makes sure it does get across.
the thing is with like, this is just an assumption. I'm assuming, you know, you have a nice
It's
life.
haram.
No,
It's
but I'm
haram.
saying you have a nice
Haram.
life, you live a good lifestyle. Women will just see you as an opportunity.
If I was,
Do you
if
understand?
I was a dumbass, yeah, correct.
Yeah, but this one's but your attitude is what keeps a woman also. Like, do you think a high-value woman is going to sit there and tolerate a man condescending and talking to her and being like, we're different and we're this, we're that, because we're not. A woman that knows her worth is not going to tolerate that.
As professionals, we discussed infidelity of females, and I said that female infidelity is more disgusting than male infidelity. And I think that the world agrees with me. History agrees with me. The Bible agrees with me. The Quran agrees with me. Every single book you can read from history says that females who are promiscuous should either be stoned to death or at least cast out from society.
It's true in the sense that in certain countries, if a woman cheats, she's done. Like, they will kill her. Like, I've seen videos, like, back home.
It's crazy
like
though, isn't it? Because it's just, obviously, staying on this topic, men are allowed to do what they want and be seen as, okay, he's done it, it's fine or whatever. It's like a player. A man would be called a player for having multiple relationships, whereas a woman, if she was to have multiple relationships, or just, yeah, her. So it's just continuing, and it's like, it will never be equal.
And her argument is that it's double standards, but
Yeah.
his argument is that this is just the way it is biologically and genetically, and it's just.
But then it's like I mentioned, it's very back-minded, like, way of thinking. Like, we're in the 21st century. How are you still thinking like
But
this?
this is his thing. He's saying this new life.
It's just crazy. It's
It's
not
new.
normal. Yeah.
Go back to the history books. Go back to the kings and all that. This new shit. How we even got here is like, what the fuck? That's basically what he's saying. Like, he's basically saying we shouldn't be where we are now. The world's fucked.
No, it is. It's true.
That's what he's
yeah.
saying.
I agree.
And if you want to go back to how the world
The world
was,
is fucked right now.
this is how
Yeah.
things were done, and this is the life.
I mean, the world was still fucked back then as
Yeah.
well. So
yeah, it's messy.
Female promiscuity is a brand new concept, and this is brand new amongst society.
Brand new concept. Literally what I just said.
The idea that women can sleep with a bunch of dudes and it doesn't matter is a brand new idea. 30, 40 years old, maybe. Even today, nobody respects it, deep down. When a girl sees a girl she doesn't like, you know the first thing she does? She says she's a... You know why? Because they know deep down that female promiscuity is disgusting, is revolting. So the whole idea of a female wanting to sleep with more than one man at a time is haram. And they know it inside of their souls, inside of their hearts.
I don't think so.
As, yes, they do. As does a man. Whereas a man, if he sleeps with a bunch of chicks, doesn't matter. Who cares?
So would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men?
Ooh. Over 50.
he's like, you're paying part. I don't know.
I'm a high-value woman, right? You say it yourself.
The psycho laugh. He just starts cracking up. Goes.
Can you be high value? If 50 men, it's up to you.
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
Haram. A body count is probably the #1 most easiest way to judge the value of a female. I actually think that No. I'm going to say this. I think 99% of the world's problems, and no one's going to understand this, but if you can extrapolate, if you can listen to this statement and extrapolate it out towards society at large, I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what? There's like a lot
And women would be like, to be with...
He's very strongly opinionated
Very.
about females, isn't he?
Very.
Why do we need to walk around with a body count on our head? Why can't a man do that?
Let's find out. Maybe he says.
Me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting. It's not about women's body count. That would not, like, minimise any problems. Men like you are the problem, Andrew. Women, I myself am one of them, I'm sick of men that have this really disgusting outlook on women, policing women's bodies. Listen, if I want to sleep with this many people, I can and I will. Yeah, but what you're not getting is this whole hyper, toxic, independent movement of women, right? We are doing things because it's kind of, now it's our choice, but it's kind of like by force in the sense of, it's like we're so liberated because we're literally exhausted with men on their power trip, on their this. So it's like, oh, if you can do it, we can do it. But this is what I said, but you men that think the way you think have created that.
I understand your point. However, you're wrong. She thinks I'm arrogant.
Yeah.
I'm being arrogant on purpose. I must admit, annoying her is kind of fun.
That's what I said, yeah.
I think that, you know what, I'm being so nice. I'm being so nice to you. I say I think instead of I know.
This is him being nice.
The answer is I know. I know. Females who sleep with lots of men, first things first, I don't think that women naturally, intrinsically want to do that. I think that's societal programming. I think that women...
No, but I agree. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, there's things that you're saying, like, I don't disagree with certain things you're saying, but going back to my point, it's like by force. Like, it's to prove a point. It's like this power struggle. Like, I personally don't want to sit and sleep with loads of men. I don't care. Like,
good.
I don't.
We're getting somewhere. You see, God, Jesus, I'm getting her. Please, little by little.
She's a good girl.
Give me some time. I'll fix it.
No, but if I want to, then I'm going to.
Sorry.
But that's what
I say, Jesus, I've done it. I'm getting there.
Sorry, but I need to do some more.
Within like 3 seconds.
He's funny.
No, but genuinely, but that's what you need to
No,
understand.
you will not. God will frown upon you. You can't do that.
And you.
What do you mean, and me? It doesn't say in the Bible I can't do that. Read the book. I can do whatever I want. I'm a man. Women can't do those things. It's disgusting. I can't believe you're poisoning the youth on YouTube.
Why is he shouting?
Man said you're poisoning the youth on YouTube.
The idea that a woman can sleep with as many people as she wants just because she wants to is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Every man knows it and every woman knows it. Women should not do that. And the whole idea and the whole concept that females can adopt the promiscuity of males, because males have always been promiscuous.
But there's actually a lot of men that are like good loyal men, just, you know.
Do you think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know very good men.
Would you deem them high value men?
Oh, absolutely. Successful. Everything that I listed earlier, 100%.
And they don't cheat, right?
Yeah. It's possible.
Why is he laughing?
Why is it funny? No, seriously, this guy is so toxic, and the only kind of people that listen to his kind of his advice are broke men or heartbroken men that are insecure.
I think that...
Big statement from her. Let us know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with that.
I agree with
You
her.
agree?
I agree.
I want to hear everyone else's opinion as well.
I feel like he's clearly a speaker because of the way he speaks. He's very well spoken.
Very
I
well
give that to him.
Yeah.
He makes his presence known. He makes sure you can hear what he's saying. So I feel like he's a speaker, and I feel like he influences men a lot. And I feel like these men look up to him like, oh yeah, you know, Andrew, you're great, you know. So,
I think he does, because I've seen the video. He had like a mad audience waiting for him.
There you go.
Like he's blown to that level where he's becoming like a prophecy in this kind of
Andrew,
world.
I want to be like you.
Literally, yeah, most likely that's probably how they are.
If a man has options over a long enough time frame, he's going to eventually probably explore one of them options. Now, I'm not saying he's going to love another woman. I'm saying that man who, when a man's in love, he only loves one girl. I agree with that. I believe in love. I believe a man cares about a chick. I believe a man should take care of a woman. I believe he should come home to the same place every day. I believe all those things. However, I think if a man truly has options, truly, that both the man and the woman understand that at some point he's going to explore those options.
No, listen, if I'm with you...
So I get his point in regards to men out there will have more than, like, although they may be in a relationship, men will have options, let's just say, as an example. That's what he's saying. For the guy to come out, step out and explore those options is quite messed up in the sense that this is where self-discipline kicks in and self-control kicks in. You don't need to, like, if you're happy where you are, in my opinion, you don't need to explore options.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to explore extra.
Yeah, but I get his point, but that's where the guy has to take charge in his life, and you know, self-control.
It's not even that. Like Chian said, it's a partnership.
That's,
you know, you're in this partnership together. You should be loyal.
Yeah.
You should only love that one. And yeah, let's be honest, there will be other attractive people out there, whatever you're attracted to. But it's not like, you know, you love this person, you're in a commitment with this person, so
respect it.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
respectful.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to explore other options? It's either you're with me or you're not. Go be single then.
Cool.
Like what? But realistically, what self-respecting woman is going to sit there and tolerate you?
I don't cheat. I don't cheat. I'm a good man. I don't cheat.
What woman is going to? If you have all these other options,
No.
Because I'll tell you what's more powerful, what's more alpha, and what's more attractive, and what's more high value
Correct.
is a man that can respect his woman, love her, not cheat on her, not disregard her, not see himself above her, not see him as, you know, she's his slave or anything like that. See her as an equal, treat her with respect, and put on that. That's more powerful. A partnership, two people. Not, I'm a man, I have options, I'm going to explore them. Listen, if you're a cheater, you're a cheater. If you're a loyal person, you're a loyal person. That's it.
that's
First
it,
things first,
Chian.
men
That's
are not
it.
equal. We'll talk about that in a second. Secondly, is that if a woman sees Chris Brown in the club, do you think she's like, wow, he'll be loyal? Fuck no, she doesn't care. Like, at high enough status as a man, women don't even care about loyalty. Women don't even care about loyalty at high enough status. I'm not, and I don't cheat. Listen, I'm a man of God. I go to church. I don't cheat. I'm talking about in general.
Okay,
I'm
but
talking about
what I'm trying to
society.
explain to you though, because maybe your perception of what a high value woman is warped. Because I'm a high value woman, I make my own money, I possess all the qualities that I listed earlier. Right, I believe I'm not going to be with a man that's going to cheat. I'm not going to look at a man like Chris Brown and be like, oh my God, like he's loyal. You see it as face value. You know he's a cheat, and maybe he'd just be a one-night guy. Just like you men do it to
Would
women.
you sleep with him for one night?
I don't think I would.
I hope not, because that would not make you a high
this is
value
what I'm
woman.
saying, because it's like, when you hold yourself in high regard, you don't need to do those things. So the kind of calibre of women that go for men like that and these opportunities don't have that much self-worth, because it's what you're going to go with a man that's only values you for one night. So it says a lot about the quality of a woman.
All right, so we agree on something.
But I'm saying, so when you just...
This goes back to when Andrew said attractive women seek opportunities from successful men. And it's funny because we actually came across a video how a lady was speaking into the camera and she was saying Kanye reached out to her.
Oh yeah.
It was with Future, they were in the
So
studio.
basically, she got reached out to by Kanye West, and he DM'd her to come to the studio at Future's house. She's like Instagram famous or whatever. She does music. She thought, oh yeah. She said in an interview, she's actually saying this. So she was like, she went to the house thinking, she's gonna see them doing. It was Dota 2 times where Kanye's doing the album. She's gonna be there. She's an artist and stuff. Maybe she could show them some of her music. Kanye West was like, take your clothes off in the studio and twerk. And she done it.
My girl started twerking
And
up
she done
in
it,
there.
like, no questions, and like you said, it's opportunist.
She's an opportunist, so she thought, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm probably going to get signed up or whatever after. But yeah, I agree with what Chian's saying. There's different calibers of women as well. There's women out there that carry themselves, they make their own money, they, run their own business or whatever they're doing, and so they don't need to seek these opportunities from successful men. But then you've got other women that probably just have their looks going for them and thinking, okay, I look great, so I'm just going to use my looks to get me far in life. And it works for some of them, but
then you're gonna have to rely on the man. If that goes wrong, it's finished.
Generalise about women, don't do that, because there are many high value women
Who would refuse him?
that will not tolerate that.
Completely. I'm not saying that. My point is, you completely misunderstand me. I'm saying at a certain point, females aren't even interested in loyalty. Do you think all the girls with Dan Bilzerian think he's loyal? I'm not saying every girl will go with him. I'm saying there are certain girls at a certain level of male achievement who are not interested in loyalty.
But is that attractive? Like, for me personally, that's not attractive. To sit there and see a man that thinks it's cool to have loads of women around him, be like, oh my God, they're bitches, this is that, I have all this money. That doesn't impress me.
She's getting triggered.
she's had enough of him.
She's getting fucking triggered, man.
She's getting annoyed. You know what I rate about her though? You've got Andrew that's raising his voice to the top of his lungs, and then Chian's just still maintaining her cool, but you can tell she's getting a bit annoyed about him. Yeah, but she's still maintaining the cool.
Yeah, it's just different personalities.
Me, that doesn't impress a lot of women.
I
It's
agree.
about raising a family.
I
It's about
agree.
unity and
I
stuff.
agree.
Everything that you were saying, it's not that.
I'm talking about all these celebrities, X, Y, Z, at high enough value, when they have options, they will explore them. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that if a man did decide to explore his options, it would not be as disgusting as if a female decided to explore options.
Okay, well, don't just be disgusting then.
No. It's different if a woman does it. It's different if a woman does it. Everyone watching this knows it's different if a woman cheats. It's different.
Honestly, men with these sexist views, like, it's so outdated. What kind of relationship do you have with your
So
mum?
what do you think of that then? Do you think it's worse if a woman cheats and a man cheats? Honestly, forget what should be right or.
I mean, at the end of the
what
day, cheating is cheating. So, and as we discussed before, when a man cheats, he's just thinking, okay, this is gonna be a one bang. Like, you know, he doesn't think, okay, I'm gonna speak to her tomorrow, message her tomorrow, whatever. Maybe he will because he wants to bang her again, but. For a woman, her emotions are, I don't know, women are different as well. You've got some women out there that are happily, you know, sleeping with whoever they want to, and then there's no feelings attached or anything. But then you've got other women that, you know, cheat because they're not happy in the relationship for whatever happened, and just some other guys come along making her feel great or whatever. So
I get both points.
Yeah.
I think cheating is cheating, but I get Andrew's point in the sense that when a woman cheats, there's more attached to that cheating rather than a man, which is what you said as well. So that's why he's saying it's worse.
Also, like I said, there are women out there that, you know, happily will, you know, cheat on someone, and, you know, they won't have any attachment
And
to
that's
that person.
what he's saying is the broken woman, in his words. In his opinion, they're broken woman.
Wow.
A good one.
A good one.
Yeah, I take care of her. And also that paradigm, the whole idea that if you find a man who's good with his mom, then he's good with girls, that's bullshit.
No, it was just more because I find that your thoughts towards women are quite disrespectful.
You think so? Why?
This arrogance that you've got.
Don't tell me what, I'd actually like to know what I've said that so far.
No, I'm just saying, it's not, you don't have to say anything. It's like energy speaks volumes because you're not actually listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening to everything you're saying. I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying women shouldn't sleep with lots of men, and they should fall in love with one man and stay with that man. And if that man takes care of them and ends up across 20 years sleeping with one chick once, you shouldn't leave him. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And the point I'm making is completely valid. And if a woman sleeps with one man once, that's unacceptable. If a man does it, it's acceptable. That's the point I'm making.
Do you just want women to be submissive to you?
I think in a healthy relationship, there's always a leader, whether it's the man or the woman.
He's the leader.
And I think that...
He's definitely the leader in his relationships.
He's the type of guy, he's not gonna get a powerful woman by his side, in my opinion. He's gonna get, especially if he's thinking this woman has to obey me, like, I don't know who's gonna obey him. He's gonna get a woman that's gonna be like, oh yes, Angie, I'll do whatever you like.
Most probably.
Yeah.
In the happiest relationships, the man's in charge. I don't think women should be submissive to an idiot. And I don't think women should be submissive to any man they meet. And I don't think women should be submissive when they're not rewarded. Right? If a captain is in charge of a ship, he's responsible for the ship, right? If he's responsible for the ship, he has authority over the ship.
Okay, it's I'm a woman, I'm not a ship.
Yeah, a relationship. The ship is a relationship.
I know exactly what this guy's doing. He's just like talking in riddles. Like, none of it actually makes sense if you actually listen to what he's saying.
So I think if a man has responsibility and he takes care of the woman and improves her life and makes sure that every single facet of her life, whether spiritual, physical, financial, etc., is taken care of, then he should have some degree of authority. I don't see why a man would take care of a woman and have no authority over her while accepting all of the responsibility that's getting played. You're an independent woman. Maybe you make your own money. You want to do all those own things. That's fine. Fantastic. But if I had a woman, I would say, look, I like that you do your own things. I like that you do your jobs. But let's keep it part-time. I want you to come with me. We got to go here. We got to go there. I'm taking you around the world. You're with me. I'm taking care of you, etc. And I'd expect her to listen to me in return. Why wouldn't she? I'm not going to tell you to do anything wrong or bad. But if I were to say, I don't like that dude, stop talking to him. I'm her man, not that dude. It shouldn't even be a competition. It should be, all right, cool, blah, blah.
Damn.
That's
Thoughts on
controlling. That's controlling, in my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like it's very controlling in terms of, like, for you to tell your partner, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't talk to this person. It's insecure, controlling, and I feel like you don't trust your partner either. I've got male friends myself, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna, flirt with them or anything. My loyalty is to you, and it always will be. But I need to have my friends as well.
In my opinion, as a guy, I think with the whole blocking thing, he's not saying it in a way that's like, oh yeah, you've got male friends, block, block, block.
I think he is.
From what I understood on that is, if you don't like that you're chatting to this guy for whatever reason, if there was a reason, I don't know, if he didn't like something or he didn't, I don't know, maybe the guy's innocently flirting with your girl, but your girl's not really realising it because they're friends different. And you're not seeing, as a guy, we see these things, as a girl, some girls won't see these things because we are a guy, we know what guys do.
But I feel like a woman as well should be smart in a sense and think, okay, look, we all know what flirting is, let's be honest.
But some don't see it. That's the issue. Some won't see it. Some will be like, he's my friend, he's just being nice, or oh no, he's just looking out for me. But a guy knows what a guy's intentions are, in my opinion. So if, like, for example, I saw what I know what guys do, I would expect that if I did want you to stop talking to this guy, that you'll be like, yeah, no problem. I would never, I would respect, I would never be like, oh, he's got guy friends, you can't have guy friends, fuck that, no, delete everyone. I'll never be like that way. If I saw this guy is trying to manipulate or trying to get in a way that he's trying to be your friend and he's just waiting for an opportunity in a way and he's wording, then I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, then that's different.
And you might not see that as a female, but as a guy, I'll see that.
No, but that's understandable because, and even like myself as well, if you know you had a female friend and I knew deep down she wanted you, I might not see that. I might not see that because I might think she's just being friendly. I might not see that. I definitely, it works both ways.
And I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't think he's saying she can't have guy friends at all, but I think he's saying like he just rather avoid issues and expect it.
I don't know. In my perspective, he sounds controlling. Like if I don't want you talking to him, don't talk to him. He didn't say, you know, if I feel like he's gonna.
There's a reason behind it. All right, maybe.
So that's my opinion. Cool.
So that was the Andrew Tate interview. What was your thoughts on it?
Well, as I came into the video, I said I don't think I like this guy, and you know what? I have to give it to him because he's very knowledgeable. He's very smart. He's very well spoken. He's very successful, as we can all see.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, he knows what he wants. He knows what he's after. He knows he has to grind in order to get to the top, and he isn't on top, let's be honest. But his mindset, I can't meet him with his mindset. Like his, you know, the way he thinks about certain things, especially in relation to women, is kind of like, you know, it's like I said before, it's very back-minded. And yeah, that's just my opinion of him. He's got like this just ideology of women itself, like the whole, you know, I'm the man, I do whatever I want, you obey me, you stay at home, you stay low. It's kind of like, we're in the 21st century, why are you still thinking like this?
I've gained a lot of respect for him in the sense that I like what he stands for as a man. I like that he won't change for no one. His beliefs are his beliefs and he sticks to them. There's certain things I agree with a lot, but then the way he words it, I can see why women will not respect the way he's saying it or feel a type of way about it. It's more so sometimes the delivery. I think because he's so cutthroat and he doesn't hold back and he does not give a shit how the person feels of how he says something, that person will get impacted. I feel like he worded it in a nicer way, or that if he, I don't know, if he said something in a different way.
How can you say in a nicer way, you know, you can't do anything, but I can do everything?
No, but maybe because there's reasons behind that, you know. He kept going back to how it was historically. So he kept referring to like kings and stuff. So he's saying the current world we're in, the state it's in, is a mess. And if you want to go back to, you know, the Bible and the Quran and you follow those ways of living, which is in his eyes the way it should be, that's how it was. But I feel like because he's so cutthroat, the way he says things and delivers it, it adds to the burn. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying what he's saying is fully right. I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with a lot of it, but not everything. But because he's delivering it so directly and he doesn't hold back, it comes off in a way that will offend a lot of people. And that's my personal opinion.
I think he's cool because, you know, he's running his own business. He is influencing others to do well.
Successful as well.
So I like him in that perspective. But in terms of his mindset,
fair play. But I wonder in the future he might find the lucky lady.
Yeah,
settle down.
Maybe we'll see.
Or he might even be. I don't know if he's single at the moment. If you guys know, comment below. Maybe he's.
Well, he sounds like he is.
He sounds like he is, but maybe he's got women that are like that. He knows what he wants, and that's his lifestyle. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. If you agree with something, disagree. I'd love to know all your opinions. But any last words?
Nope, that's what I have.
Yeah, cool. Comment, like, and subscribe, guys. Let us know what else to react to, and yeah, more content out soon. Peace out.